Funny that it's Essendon player testing positive or something, isn't it?
Pull your finger out of your ass.
Jeez.
This is my first ever football jumper. My three votes, I should say. My three goats. My three votes for Charlie. Oh, top of the world, mate.
What a time to be alive.
I look a bit like Nickel Bellic from GTA 4, I feel, with this.
That could get dangerous.
Hello, Pressure Point fans. We have another very, very special guest continuing on with our AFL women's theme ahead of the 2022 AFLW season. And this week, we have pick 45 in the 2017 National Draft 2020 AFL Players Association in 22 under 22, 2021 All-Australian, and a 2021 Premiership player. Geez, there's a lot of 20s in that. Sophie Conway, welcome to the show.
No, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. The first question we start off with every guest lately, because of what we've been through recently, is how has life been through the pandemic?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I've obviously been in Queensland and in Brizzy the whole time, and I think in the best way possible, I think we can count our stars pretty lucky up here. Life for me has been pretty normal. Still doing everything as the same. So obviously there's been those, lockdown points every now and then, but I can't complain compared to, what Sydney and the likes of Melbourne have had to go through, because, I know my brothers have been in the situation. So if I look at them, I've had a pretty good, 2 years. But yeah, obviously it's been a bit of a challenge, a bit of a change, that's for sure.
We need to stop getting Queenslanders and Western Australians on the show, because they just seem to be living a different life over the last couple of years compared to us. It makes us feel very, very jealous and envious. But no, it's good to see that you had a pretty normalish last couple of years in comparison to us, which is good. But as we do with all, I guess we'll take it right back to the start and to your early days, to your juniors, and how your love for footy all started. So take us back to your early days and where it all started for you.
Yeah, I think for me, it's a bit of a different one. I didn't grow up playing footy myself. I was, involved in the sport through my brothers. They played a lot through the clubland, but I was more of a hockey girl through and through. And I guess, the opportunity came to my doorstep to pick up the ball and take it a little bit further. And I haven't looked back. I'm really stoked with obviously, where I am. But I think I was just that little girl running around after the boys when they mishit a kick because they didn't want to go run after it. So, I guess I'm pretty lucky. I can, thank my brothers for, getting me around the footy from a young age. But, a little bit of a different story in terms of, picking up the ball and playing the game. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What about your first game, first goal, like all those memories? Players just seem to remember them. They never forget them. So run us through that experience of not only debuting, but also kicking your first goal and playing on the AFL stage.
Yeah, that was unreal. I remember, we were all, it was after a training night, might have been a Wednesday or a Thursday night. And Craig went through the team list, and to hear your name get picked for round one's obviously something you always aim for, and it's always your first little goal. And, to tick that was unreal. And I think really was mainly just to get a touch in the first game. But for my first touch to be a goal, I was pretty stoked about that, that's for sure. So, I watched the goal every now and then, and had a nice bit of swing to it, which was good. But, those moments you just cherish forever. Round one, first goal, grand finals, when you win, lose, whatever it is. Those little moments are, pretty special.
As you said, your first touch was your first goal, but was the celebration premeditated? Because it was a pretty good one. We were looking at it before, and you were shushing the crowd. That's pretty special for your first game.
Yeah, I was up and about, that's for sure. I was quite nervous, to be honest. I just kind of went, right, I'll do my routine. I'll do what I always do, and, back myself that I'll kick the goal. And everything just, I don't know what happened. I just went into absolute crazy mode and was just so stoked about it. But yeah, it was, I'm not gonna lie, I do love a celebration, that's for sure.
Oh, we all do. It makes the game better, I reckon. So absolutely keep going with that. You mentioned before that hockey was your first sport. At what point did you realize there was going to be a crossroads where you had to make that choice? And was it a tough choice choosing footy?
Yeah, probably in the back end of 2016 and 2017 was when I was playing probably both at a high level. At that point, I probably was still really eager to, see how far I could go challenging in, both sports at a high level. But I guess for me, the choice was really easy when, you heard your name get called out on draft day. I think you can't really say no to that opportunity. So yeah, I get a lot of questions whether I miss hockey and whether I'd go back. I just haven't really ever had a moment to even think about that, because footy's been just so full on in the last 5 years. So I loved hockey. It was a great sport. It taught me a lot, that's for sure. But yeah, I think I do look and I go, do I want to win an Olympic gold medal every 4 years, or do I want to win a premiership every year? And I'm pretty stoked with, the decision I'm in, and great environment being at the Lions as well. So I think I haven't looked back, and I don't plan on, that's for sure.
Oh, I think we're pretty stoked as well that you've chosen footy, because you've been able to join us today. You won a flag, like you said, and you're in a beautiful part of the world up in Brisbane there. Obviously, footy has its ups and downs, and in 2019, you missed the season due to an ACL injury. Talk us through that. Obviously, it's a pretty severe injury, and you miss a lot of footy. How did you go through that, and mentally, how did you sort of deal with that situation?
Yeah, I think all the games, whether what sport you play, you got to accept that there may be some hiccups along the way, and obviously you want to go through your journey and be on the high all the time, but the reality is that that's not going to be the case sometimes for some people. So yeah, I think for me, I look back and it was probably the best thing for me. I learned a lot. I was obviously early on in my career, just had finished my first year, and you're on a high, and then to dip really low and then to be out of the game you love, definitely taught me a lot. Physically, mentally, challenged my body to get stronger, get fitter. I look back at that journey, and I had great support around me, from my high performance manager Matthew Green to the girls at the club to all the staff involved. So it's a challenging time, and you don't ever want to go through it and be out of the game you love for so long. But I think I just turned it into a positive really early on, and use the opportunity to really grow as a person and as an athlete. So I feel like it was probably really beneficial for me, and feel like it's started to come out in my game. So yeah,
you sort of hear that a lot from athletes as well, saying a real big ACL injury, or like even a massive a piece of adversity in their life can almost be the best part of your life, and teaches you so much. So it's great to hear that it's sort of made you a better player, more stronger as well, and fitter. So and then coming off that ACL injury and into 2021 as well, you obviously won the premiership with the Lions, having a great season there. So that would have been very special, especially coming off such a major injury and a major time in your life as well. So run us through all the emotions from winning a premiership.
Yeah, well, 2020 was a year cut short because of COVID. So it was probably a bit of a hollow year, because, nothing really happened. And then, to go into 2021 season, we're really optimistic, and, we believed in our group. But, you talk about the end goal, but then you kind of put it to bed for a bit and focus on little things before then. So, it was a process with us at the Lions. We did, step by step, and ticked all those boxes. I guess, look back at it now, it's, I'm stoked to be able to, say I'm a, AFLW premiership player. It's got, a really nice ring to it, and, you kind of want to keep driving to, add 2-time, 3-time, whatever it may be. yeah, it was an unreal experience, unreal opportunity, I guess. I've been on the side of losing one in, my first season in 2018 against the Doggies. And I think I probably, that year probably took it for granted a little bit. Didn't really, understand the whole, what situation I was in. I was in, the biggest game really at that point in time, but didn't probably take it all in. Whereas this time round, soaked up every opportunity. And, obviously we're in Adelaide, and Adelaide's a big footy state as well. So, the vibe around the group was unreal. Captain's run from, walking out onto the ground 2 hours before. It just felt like this is it, and this is a grand final, and you want to walk away with that medal around your neck. So to win that and experience that is something you look at and you want to drive and keep I guess getting there really. From the after party to everything in between. It was very, very good few weeks, that's for sure.
Yeah, love that. And you just said it keeps you motivated, it keeps you driving to just win more and more. And the new season isn't far away. How was that all tracking for you? And you girls, are you ready to go back to back in 2022?
Yeah, I think we were able to obviously maintain majority of our lists. Obviously, we had a few retirees with our older players, so the experience and the leadership there, obviously, we dipped out. But I think that's where our younger players like myself and Nat Grider, I guess, can take the opportunity to I guess step up and bring the younger ones along with us. And I think we've done a really good job at getting our draftees and our new people in to buy into what we want to do straight away. And I think that's really important. We've created a really good culture at the Lions in the last few years, and I think that started to come out in our footy and from 2020. So, look, obviously, you look at 2021 as a bit of motivation, but look, new season, new teams, we've got new players in our group as well. So, at the end of the day, obviously everyone wants to win the premiership, but we'll keep ticking our boxes that we've got inside our four walls, and fingers crossed we're at the big dance again.
I got no doubt that you'll make it to that level again from what we saw last season, or I guess this year. It feels like that long ago now, but it was earlier. It was earlier this year. Do you reckon this year's grand final after party is what's motivating you to win it again next year?
Well, I'm not a big. I love a good time, that's for sure. But I think just the feeling of winning it with the group is probably the biggest drive, to be honest. From the coaching staff to see how much effort they put in for us, and then also the players. You just want to do it for each other, really, at the end of the day. So, I love a good after party, don't get me wrong, but it's probably not my goal where I look at to get the medal around my neck again.
That's the professional answer. I'm sure your coaches will love to hear that one. So no, that's all good.
I just want to tick a few boxes too.
Exactly right. No, you've done the right thing. We obviously love your work on the footy field, but we want to take an interest. We've taken an interest in the things you're doing off the footy field as well. And I know that you're an ambassador with Breast Cancer Network, which is obviously a fantastic cause. And I know it's pretty special to you. Talk us through your involvement with that, and obviously, what started you getting involved.
Yeah, so I think I wanted to obviously do something, I guess, away from footy, away from work, and something that was a little bit more meaningful and close to my heart. Obviously, I lost my mum in 2017. She got diagnosed with breast cancer in 2014. So, it's obviously holds significance to me. And I think at the end of the day, my mum was such a selfless woman that, I wanted to kind of, I guess, play a little part and do something for other people out there, and share my story, share my journey, my experiences, whatever it may be. And if it helps one person out there, then you know, I feel happy, and I know my mum will as well. So yeah, I'm really proud to be on board with them. It's been, you know, I've been on with them since probably middle of the year, start of the year. So yeah, it's been a great opportunity. It's exposed me to I guess think outside as well, and you know, try and I guess bridge the gap really. You know, help other families out there that have gone through what I've gone through, and hopefully, you know, they can I guess really at the end of the day survive is the biggest thing. So yeah, obviously, yeah, big part of me and my family, and yeah, I've really wanted to, I guess, you know, give back to a network that you know did really support my family. So yeah.
Yeah, we love that. And I think the easy thing to do would be to sort of just focus on yourself and be like, you know, it was a tough time and all the rest of it, but the fact that you've chosen to go out there and help other people and, you know, take them on board as well, as it just speaks wonders about your character. So we really love that you're doing stuff like that. Outside of footy, obviously football doesn't last forever, unfortunately, as much as we'd all love to play for the rest of our lives. What are your plans outside of footy? And if once your career wraps up, what's next for you?
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one, I think. I currently work at a school right now as a sports coordinator at St. Rita's College. I went there myself. And yeah, obviously I really love what I do. It's a great working environment, great school, you know, built from, you know, really great leaders there. But yeah, look, I feel like I've got a few pathways that I may go down. I haven't really pinpointed exactly, I guess, which is maybe a good thing. I've also, yeah, got my foot in the doorstep with uni as well, with secondary teaching. So I've got a few ideas in the pipeline, but look, currently I love what I do. I mean, obviously my goal for a period of time in life would to be, full-time athlete. I think that'd be an unreal. And then what happens after that, I'll cross that bridge, I guess. But, you know, secondary teaching, working in as a director of sport at a private school, or going down the path of firefighters. So a few different areas, few different avenues, but I think when you're in the area of AFL, you get exposure to some unreal opportunities, and I've started to obviously take that on board by going to uni and doing those bits and pieces, because the AFL help you out massively.
Yeah, that's super. Sounds like you got a lot of options, and you're really proactive and plan for it. So that's great. And staying in sport too, by the sounds of things, is great. So all right. Well, what we do with all our guests as well, we've got a segment called the pressure cooker, where we'll ask you some quick fire questions, and nothing to worry about. I can see your face there.
I'm a bit nervous. This is probably the hardest part of the night.
Yeah. No, strap yourself in. It's going to be pretty wild. But it will just me, nothing to worry about. All right. Well, we're not playing this thing, are we?
No.
All right. I'll get into it. Who's your greatest mentor?
My dad.
Love that. What's your favorite game you've played in so far?
Favorite game? Oh God. Would just one? Pick one?
Yeah, pick one.
I think the Collingwood grand final qualifier at the Gabba this year, 2021.
Okay.
That was pretty sick.
That was huge.
Yeah.
I was watching that one. That was a big game.
Yeah.
Goal for goal. That was some big moments by some key players to stand up, and that was pretty good.
I know it's a pressure cooker and it's supposed to be quick fire questions, but just on that quickly, I want to touch on it. What's it like being in such a nail-biting game? What's the emotion like?
I feel like, us as a team, like we've really stayed composed, and I think that's the big key thing, because I feel like you can get a little bit stressed and feel like one player must continue to do it all. But I feel like every player out in that field on the day knew their role, played their role, and look, goal for goal. You could easily, I guess, try and want to change what you're doing, but we just stick to our strengths, and we were obviously lucky to come out on top and start to, I guess, get on top of them towards the end, which was what we liked, especially.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
beautiful. Favorite current day player, and that can be men's and women's as well. So maybe one for each.
I'm a big Scott Pendlebury fan. Just think like his composure of the game is unreal. How he has so much time, I'm still mind blown. But women's, you can't go past like your likes of Aaron Phillips. I mean, I've got, even Kate Lutkins in our team. They're guns of the game, just the way they go about it. So yeah, I can't go past either of those two.
Yeah, love that answer. And what team did you support as a kid?
I was actually Collingwood girl.
Makes sense why you chose Pendlebury then.
Yeah.
To be fair, the man does have an immense amount of space and it's scary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, he's a star and he's still doing great things.
Yeah.
Coach's pet at the Lions.
Oh, you can't go past Dakota Davidson. She gets it all the time, but look, it's pretty true.
And who's most likely to leave the training track early?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I feel like we've created a really good culture at the group at the Lions that honestly, it's probably who's there leaving last because no one wants to get off the track at the moment.
Boring.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even think I can pick one. I don't have one for you. Sorry.
Probably shows why they're the best team in it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that you guys just want a flag. So.
No, I've got nothing.
That's all right. All good. Most annoying teammate.
Dakota Davidson.
That's 2 name drops.
Yeah, in fairness, like you need her around the group because her energy and she's unreal on her energy on the field, off the field. You can't not have her in the group, but sometimes you just want to just say, all right, just shush for 30 seconds.
No, can't understand where you're coming from there. And then last one, and I have a feeling I already know the answer to it. Who's your funniest teammate?
Oh, I always say me, but
you can leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Awesome. We love that.
Very good. All right. Well, that's pretty much us done for this episode. It's been great. We had a great chat, and we really appreciate your time and hope pre-season goes well for you. And all the best for next season in the AFLW.
Nah, thanks boys for having me on. It was awesome. Appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks, Sophie.
Awesome. Too easy, guys. Have a good one.